What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after a day of Suiokedent and Minecraft. That's right, yeah. And Doody really didn't catch the Minecraft stream. He had things better to do, like sleeping. I didn't want to sit there and watch him beg for people to donate 20 bucks so that he can name stuff. I caught a little bit of it this morning, and yeah, it's pretty pathetic. But anyway, our boy Phil is here rocking almost a 10-minute daily rap, which of course, you know, that means he's going to complain about something. And the first part, of course, is him complaining about live events, where, you know, he tries to explain why he's lazy and refuses to do them. And we all know it's always because of money. And then he gets in talking about Suiokedent right there. That's right. And your boy Doody is calling it Suiokedent because that would be the proper name for anything Phil plays. So let's get into the video.
We jumped into the premiere of Suiokedent 2 HD. If you remember, earlier this year I played Suiokedent 1 HD, and that playthrough did incredibly well. Although admittedly it didn't always hit the goal, for a very long time it did. It was well supported, and even though not a ton of people showed up for it, the people that did were very engaging and enjoyed themselves and had a great time. So I promised everyone, hey, if we get some rallying of support for the second half of that playthrough and we're hitting goals every time I play it, I would commit to playing Suiokedent 2 HD later on in the summer. Well, the time is now. It's several months later, and we're starting it up. How did it go? Well, first off, the game is great. In fact, I'm remembering, I think the plot of this game is actually better than the plot of the original Suiokedent. The graphics are actually slightly better. The backgrounds that they added in combat look good. The, widescreen visuals, the new remixed music, all beautiful. So the game itself is great. We're around 2.5 hours in. We got just to the point where we're starting to recruit people to our army, okay, our army of rebels. So it's going well in that regard, and I'm excited for more. I thought that it was really good. Support, well, here's the deal. Support wasn't terrible, but we didn't hit the goal. It was around 120 bucks that we raised. I am not going to sit here with a straight face and tell you that I think that raising $120 for a PS1 era RPG is bad. I would be such a bold-faced liar. That's great. I'm super happy. If we could get 120 bucks every time I play Suiokedent 2 HD, I'd still be happy. The thing is, I want to hit goals. I want to do DSP tries it this week, and I don't want Suiokedent 2 to be the game that every time I play it, we don't hit a goal. So here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that because of Gamescom, maybe the word didn't get out so much to the people who were here for the Suiokedent 1 playthrough, and maybe you'll show up again when I play it on Thursday. I hope so, because I want to keep playing this game. I want to keep it as a day stream. I don't want to have to demote it to a night stream. I want to have a good time with it, and I had a chill time with it today. So I hope that you will come on Thursday to see the next session, and I hope you'll support it so we can actually hit the goal this time, okay? Reason being, if we don't do that, we can't do DSP Tries It this week. We will have to wait until next week. So we do need people to come by and support it on Thursday. I hope you will. But for the starting part, the 2 parts are great. I hope you'll check it out. I had a great time with it. More to come on Thursday, okay?
All right, I'm going to stop it there because I want to make a quick observation. The one thing I noticed is that his night streams have actually been doing better in support than his day streams. And I think that's because some of the newer whales are from Europe. So some of the folks that have been coming in to help these playthroughs get through the goal, many of them live in Europe or in Asia or what have you. So you might want to consider demoting it, Phil. You might want to consider maybe they'll support it there. You notice with Grand Theft Auto, when he demoted it to Grand Theft Auto from the first playthrough down to the night stream, it started hitting goals again. So I just wanted to highlight that interesting thing. So I don't know if Phil's noticed that at all, but if that trend continues, we may get something where Phil decides to cut his day stream shorter or add another hour to his night stream. Even though it doesn't matter, because right now it seems like he goes on till about 1 o'clock in the morning, because typically he's trying to stall for him to hit the tip goal. Now, as it relates to not hitting the goals, and he's not going to complain, and he would be considered a bold-faced liar, which he's a bold-faced liar no matter what, to sit there and complain. Phil, the mere fact that you actually brought it up is complaining, okay, Phil? You wanted everyone to know that you didn't hit the goal. And you wanted that, and then you preceded it with, I want to hit goals because I want to do the DSP tries it. I want to give you a reward. Come on, Phil. No one's buying that, okay, brother? Please cut that nonsense out. No one cares about DSP tries it, other than maybe 1 or 2 idiots that want to see you gorge your face because they have some fetish about you eating poor quality food, okay? But yeah, come on, Phil. No one believes, that you don't care about hitting the goals when you've made your entire podcast, streams, breaks, everything. You made everything about hitting the goal. I mean, you won't even play games because you're worried about not hitting the goals. You didn't do that Gamescom yesterday because you were worried no one cared and no one would support and you wouldn't hit your goal. And you didn't hit your goal yesterday for Suiokedent. And it's your premiere stream, bro. Don't you talk about how this is a great, playthrough. People love to see you play the classics. What is it called? When Phil always talks about, he gives us some corny ass word, very similar to like the hardcore gaming season or whatever. Some language only he uses anyway. So, it was boring. It was extremely boring, and he spent the whole stream begging. I actually have a clip out there of him begging. It's about a compilation of 16 clips. The video I posted yesterday, it's about 16 clips, and it was a total of about 10 minutes. And every single one of the clips were you talking about hitting the goal, hitting the goal, hitting the goal, hitting the goal. And the one thing I love about Raw Phil stream is that he actually timestamps everything, so you can see how rapid in succession he talks about support. Like he'll literally mention it and then 2 minutes later talk about it again. It's some crazy shit. I've never met such an e-beggar in my life. He takes the cake. I've seen e-beggars out there, mainly, Steel Toe Boot podcast comes to mind. But even that podcast has the blush when they see the type of shit that Phil pulls. So to sit here, Phil, and try to convince people that you don't care about hitting the goal. Okay, Phil, I'm gonna keep this video in my little archive, and I'm gonna attach it every single time you don't hit the goal for Suiokedent, okay? And when you get to like that, whenever you get to that 100 goal mark, $100 in your stream, but you didn't hit the goal, but you're sitting there whining and complaining that you didn't get $150, I'm gonna bring this video up and I'm gonna attach it to the clips. Because you're saying right here that you don't mind. As long as you get a decent enough payout for a stream, you're content. And I'm calling bullshit. Dude, I can go through your multiple playthroughs where you didn't hit the goal, where you got about at least $100, $120 in some instances, and you sat there and you sulked and complained that you didn't hit the goal, Phil. So why is this any different? Because it's an older game? Come on, bro. You wouldn't preface every playthrough with, we'll continue playing it if we hit the goal. Okay? So enough of the nonsense, Phil. Good God, man. Just my thing too, I've come to realize about Phil is that, yeah, he's a scumbag. I get that. And there's no redeeming and changing him. I could completely get that. But if he's going to be that way, why just own it, Phil? Just be that scumbag. And it comes to mind something PPP said, where everyone already believes you're a scumbag. You're a scumbag, no one believes you, they think you're an e-beggar. All of the negativity or all the negative beliefs people have against you, that's not going to change. And that's internet wide, right? So just embrace it. If you're going to be the scumbag, just own it. Be a scumbag. Because even then, I could just say, yeah, he's a scumbag, but at least he's open about being a scumbag. And, if it bothers me, then it becomes a me issue. My problem, of course, is he has to be a hypocrite with everything and try to make you believe that, no, he's a great guy. It's you that have the problem. And typical narcissist, behavior. And every time you do that, Phil, I'm going to call you out for that nonsense because it's deplorable, just like you. So let's keep going.
So we didn't hit the goal. We were still at 16 out of 20 goals when we started tonight's Minecraft chill stream. And let me tell you, tonight was great. Tonight in Minecraft, we were still working on things that we had looted from that pillager ship 2 weeks ago. So I still had all the dyes and the dyed wools that we were getting now from the sheep. We were working on trying to figure out how to make this new bench. There's a bench I can make because of one of the mods I have, where you can make sofas, you can make little ottomans, you can make like things for a bathroom, like for example, a kitchen or a kitchen sink, a bathroom sink, a tub, a toilet. And I was trying to work to do that, but man, it was complex. Like I had to make one kind of workbench. Then I had to make that into another kind of workbench. Then I had to get certain resources and combine those to make this, to make that. It was very complex. All while I was figuring this out on the fly. It rained a couple times, so we did some fishing. Also, due to contributions, people wanted to name some creatures. And so someone said, can we name the other dog? Me, I had forgot that we had already named both dogs. So I was like, oh crap. And then someone brought up, hey, you can breed the dogs. All you need is meat, and then they'll reproduce just like your other livestock. And then you can have another puppy and you can name the puppy. So we did that. So we have 3 dogs now. We have a cat. I have a new colored bed. I have a sofa, an ottoman. And now we are working towards building a whole bathroom inside of my house. Pretty cool, no? So we're doing some really cool, unique stuff. I'm having a great time with it. We had a great chill stream, lots of fun discussion, good support. We hit and exceeded the goal. Didn't hit a second goal, but we exceeded the goal. Okay? So overall today, great day, great gameplay, chill vibes, good support, everything great. We're now at 17 out of 20 goals hit. And here's the deal. The next 3 streams are as follows. Mafia: The Old Country's conclusion tomorrow. Donkey Kong Bonanza endgame, not the finale, but near endgame, because we are in the 4th to last, and then there's 3 more worlds. So tomorrow night, we're probably going to finish a world, and then do another one, and then we'll have like 1 to 2 more streams to beat it. I hope 1, because I really want this game to be over with, okay? Then, the main stream we have on Thursday is Suikoden 2. So you see the kind of predicament I'm in. I need to hit 3 support goals during Mafia, which historically has not hit support goals, Donkey Kong, which also has not hit support goals, and Suikoden 2, which just didn't hit a support goal today. I really want to do DSP Tries It for you guys on Thursday, but I need people to come by and support these next 3 streams. If you do, we'll do it on Thursday. Adult Happy Meals like you guys voted for, I'm getting 2 of them. Also, someone brought up, what about the snack wraps? And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot all about those. So we can get the Adult Happy Meals and the snack wraps and try it all. But we need 3 goals hit by the end of Thursday's daytime stream. For the record, Thursday night stream will be Thursday Night Fights, Capcom vs. SNK2, my fighting game stream for the week. So I hope you will join me. I hope you will support the streams tomorrow. No podcast tomorrow morning. We're just doing a half-an-hour chill session. Then at noon, we are beginning Mafia: The Old Country's finale. 2 chapters left, 13 and 14, and then it's done. I'm hoping that because I'm doing the stream like this, we'll have ample time to finish it, and maybe even have time for me to do a post-game mini review, because these have actually worked as some pretty good channel highlight videos for the channel. So I'd like to do maybe a mini review of Mafia: The Old Country and release that as well. So let's see how tomorrow goes. And like I said, tomorrow night, Donkey Kong Bonanza Endgame. I really hope that you guys will join me all day tomorrow if you can make it. Okay? Thank you all. Great.
All right, I definitely love how he tries to convince you. Remember earlier about Suikoden, it was cool they didn't hit the goal. It's perfectly fine. It's not an issue. He would be a scumbag to complain about not hitting a goal. Remember that? And then, of course, we get this nice major beg segment where he has to make the announcement that, guys, if we don't hit 3 goals tomorrow, I can't do DSP Tries It. Because I think he's taking off both Friday and Saturday this week. And of course, this is a crisis. This is a crisis where we need to sound the alarm because we're not going to hit the goal, and I can't eat fast food for another day. Which, of course, we know he orders DoorDash every single day. So it doesn't really matter. But at least with the DoorDash that he does for Feasting with the Pig or DSP Tries It, he can write that off as a tax write-off because it's actually for business. He can't write off Cat's portion, but he can write off at least his meal. So that makes it even better for him. Yeah, I mean, come on, brother. I thought you didn't care. And again, if no one's supporting to hit you the goal, I guess that means no one cares about these stupid ass goals, right? If we're gonna look at the factual statements out there, the factual observation, then we can only really come to that conclusion where if you still didn't hit your goal, and you didn't meet that, you know, your 10 goals for the week or whatever the hell you want to break it down, then that means no one really cares about DSP Tries It. Now, today, you might get a couple of his whales, OIC, might come out and get him to a goal and a half, and then, you know, the other dents like NDO and your future stepdad might come in and drop some subs and get him to 2 goals, and then on the night stream, you know, a WhaleMary will come in, what have you, and then, of course, Thursday, they'll be doing Feasting with the Pig. I'm pretty sure something like that'll play out. It's a common thing that happened with Phil, and that's the reason why he's sitting here on his daily rap, putting out that initial whale call. So today he'll have a no podcast, which actually turned into a podcast. I love how he said it's a 30-minute hangout session, and it always comes out. It always turns into either an hour or an hour and a half because he only has like 90 people watching it. And he can't play a game with less than 90, you know, with 90 people watching him. So it always extends out to like an hour and a half. The last time he did that, his podcast, his non-podcast lasted an hour and 15 minutes. So it really doesn't matter. We'll get a podcast. And I'm pretty sure he'll complain and bitch and moan about something. and we'll get some content. I'm gonna leave it right there because I think I've said plenty about this douchebag. Today we'll get some major begging because of course no podcast. Mafia, which never gets any support, and Donkey Kong is tonight, so he may not hit any goals. We'll see. I mean, I might be wrong. The dents might be tapped out. It is close to the end of the month, so the dents might be tapped out, and they won't have enough funds to give Phil, money to drop some money to get him to the goal. That might be the case. So then, of course, Thursday will be a major push of begging just to hit the goal so that he could do feasting with the pig. But anyway, we'll see how things go. I'm streaming today at 10 o'clock. Come check it out. We'll have a good time. If not, I will see you in the next one. Peace out.